Howdy, y'all. Welcome to our podcast. This is Archeryshack Shop Talk 150. I'm Jeremy.
I'm TJ.
We just got back from the ATA show, and we want to talk about it.
Yep.
Let's see. Today's Saturday as we're recording this. We got back yesterday. Y'all probably seen some of the walkthrough videos I did. Check those out. We did a little quick video the first day while we were there.
Yeah.
And then I was going to do a video the last day when we got done, but we were kind of packing up and getting ready to roll the next morning, so we didn't. I was like, we'll just do it on the podcast. So
Yeah.
we'll spend a little bit, talk about what we've seen. I'm sure we'll miss stuff, but just we'll just talk about it. So we let's see here. It was in Indianapolis, and this is the yearly show that, basically all things archery. Used to, you went to it, you got a little bit better deals as a shop, and a lot of products were released. But in recent years, that's changed because of technology, and COVID kind of had a play in that and all that stuff. So now, this year, a bunch of bow companies didn't go. A lot of your big companies didn't go. Matthews didn't go, Hoyt, Elite, all this stuff. So that kind of sucked because it's always nice to go there and shoot almost side by side everybody's bow.
Yeah.
So that wasn't really a thing this year. And I seen somebody comment something about Matthews bows. Well, they wasn't there. I seen somebody comment about I don't remember now, but some other company, they wasn't there. And then I remember somebody saying, was we going to talk about the bows? And there's very few to talk about. But I will say of all the bows there, the Bowtechs and the Primes were probably top of my list as far as shooting them. And then Darton was a real good shooter. Athens was a real good shooter.
Yep.
PSE, some of them I liked, some of them I didn't. The Obsession stuff's kind of the same look and feel as it's been, Expedition did some kind of weird thing where they were there the first day and then didn't have one of the high-end bows to shoot, and then they randomly left the next morning, so we're not sure what happened there, and I'm not even going to speculate. I'm just telling you what I've read and what I've seen. Who else was there?
Let's see.
That was it, I think.
Bear was there.
I forgot about Bear. And, Bear, honestly, the Execute is way above what they normally do for a high-end bow. I may set one up and play with myself, and then, of course, all their, middle-of-the-road bows we do real well with.
Let's see. I think that was about it as far as bow companies.
So, and then PSC brought out, we didn't see it, but I guess briefly brought out a new Shoot Down Pro they're going to come out with at Vegas, but we didn't get to see it. And I think some of the specs that they've put out, from what I understand, whoever originally posted it, they're not quite right.
Okay.
Because there was a speed that was way faster than, so I don't know we don't know anything about it.
Yeah, we don't. I think I seen that same post, and I went through the comments, and I was like, whatever, it was a longer brace height, but it was real smoking.
Fast. Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know about that.
But honestly, the PSCs felt good. They got a new grip on some of them. TJ, I don't think liked it too much, but I like that carbon 34-inch bow pretty well. It had a lot of jump, but it was not much vibration, if that makes any sense, just because it's so light.
Yeah.
I'd like to shoot one set up, not just the bow, and I think it might take care of some of that.
I don't know. The Mach 34?
Yeah.
I don't know. It felt like every other carbon bow that I shot that PSE has had. I don't know. Even
that Omen bow, to be a little faster, didn't shoot that bad.
Believe it or not, out of all the PSEs, I like that Omen about best of any of them. I was kind of wondering, with it being a speed bow, because, everybody shot a full throttle, the Omen Maxes, Omen Pros, and, you'd go to ease up and they'd want to jerk your arm off, but that one was, I liked it.
I just felt like overall there wasn't a lot of new flashy stuff this year.
No.
Like sights, I really liked some of the B3 stuff and what they've done, and releases. They've took some springs out of some, and they've done away with rubber bands on some of their back tensions and made them magnetic, so you don't have to worry about that rubber band. And I'm going to probably order some. We already carry their releases, but probably get a few of their sights because I kind of liked them.
Yeah, the sights was good.
Excel's got new stuff out.
The Achieve.
There was a recurve and compound model Achieve, and then there was a Lord, I should have brought stuff. I can't remember the names of stuff, but
a new landslide site called a Ranger. It's a double pin. That first day that we started at these booths, normally the first day is the busiest day with because it's only for the buyers and retail side of it. So there's nobody else in there. So a lot of times the booths are a little bit busier, and I try to go back on that second day to hit. I try to see it first and then go back the second day and, okay, like the Excel stuff, I wanted to go check it out. And I mean, the Trident handheld, they incorporated, it's called, the centerfire. It's pretty much got 3 hooks on it, so every time you shoot, it automatically rotates to another one, and so you're ready to go. They come out with the pointer index. I played with it, and I can't tell you a whole lot about it because I looked at it, played with it, it felt good. I don't know. I really kind of wasn't sold on that one, but, somebody else may like it.
Lord, let's see. Error rest wise, there wasn't a whole lot changed. Bo Doodle came out with one that may be good, but we need to play with it.
Yeah.
You can use it as a limb or a cable driven, and it does lock up. We need to play with it before we talk much about it.
We didn't even know it was even there.
Yeah.
We went by Specialty and Bo Doodle.
I don't know how to word this without sounding like, if I was a company at the show and you walked into my booth and I had something new, I would be all about it.
Yeah.
I just feel like everybody, you walk into the booth and sometimes they come over, sometimes they don't. When they do, they're just kind of like, what can we show you or whatever. And it's like, I want to see what's new. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just archery people. But there's a lot of talk and whatever about these saddles, good and bad. Some people come out with lightweight stuff. Heard a lot about XOP. I mean, we looked at all of it.
Yeah.
We got in. I didn't get any of it. We put Charlie and everybody in a few of them, and there's all kind of stuff going on with saddles. Hopefully, in the next few months, we will start getting some in. But
and it's probably, and just go ahead and flat out say it. It's probably not going to be. I mean, we're not going to go direct with any of these companies. So it'll be based on what our distributors have in stock.
Yeah, hopefully we can just get a plethora of good stuff and try it out. I just want to be able to, like, if a guy comes in, wants to get into saddle hunting, we can be like, here's a package with everything you need. It's good. It's safe. Let's go try it out on the tree outside and go from there. But it was funny because, like, last year there wasn't a whole lot of saddle really. There wasn't a lot of attention put on it. This year it's like, what I mean? And we kind of knew that was going to happen. And then, like, stabilizers, nothing really.
Excel come out. They said they had and I think it was that Antler Ridge that they've got their hunting side.
Mm-hmm.
I think they've got like kind of like those hitmen out there with their own quick, front and back bar mount. I think, don't hold me to it. I like Excel stuff.
Even Broadheads, I know a lot of people were commenting Broadheads, but I didn't see anything that just really stood out from the norm. You know what I mean? But we looked at a bunch of random stuff, talked to a lot of people. I know Dudley came out with the quiver, but I don't know where he even had it at because there wasn't like a knock-on booth, and I seen it on the video like everybody else. So I don't know if that was just something he walked in with and out. That PSE Unite bow came out, shoots pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
The Fortis and all that.
Redline was there, looked at some of their stuff.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks like good stuff. We may play with some of that.
Trying to think.
It's just, should have probably made some notes, but it's okay at this point. The coolest thing me and TJ basically agree on is Hampsey come out with this new
arrow level
device. It's going to be cool. We're going to get one to play with in the shop, and then we'll let you know what we think. But I think it's going to be pretty neat. And it's just I like to tinker. You know what I mean? It's for the tinker. And O&P came out with a nice fletching jig. This is probably going to be good.
The Phoenix, they also come out with a
smaller 3D chair.
Yeah.
We're going to get some in, but it looks like that'd be great for like tack and all that sort of thing.
They also come out with the air spinner. I can't remember the name of it. I seen the fletching jig, but I couldn't get up to it. But it's really nice. It's got a lot of adjustment on it, and it's, from what I could see, it sits on kind of like a Lazy Susan, but it's, the base is metal and everything, and it's got padding under it so it won't slide. But you can actually, it's just one adjustment, whereas I've got a Bitzenberger, and you've got your two dials that, you got to get set. This is just, loosen a knob up, and it actually clicks into place on your degree of helical you want. You can slide the tower, as they call it, in and out to get the right spacing on your air shaft. I mean, it is well thought out. The air spinner is a little bit upgraded. They've got a squaring tool made into it. I think you can buy, I think he said, I don't think it'll come with it, but most people's got a cleaning kit. I think you could put a wire brush and a one that you put your little swab on and you can put your air on it to get all the carbon out of it.
Bear did come out with 2 new colors in the Legit, which is one of our top selling bows. So we got them ordered. They came out with a kit to be able to mount like any scope on like a digital sight, for example. So if you wanted to put like an UltraView scope on the digital sight, so we ordered some of those kits.
Let's see.
Arrow wise, Victory changed up, or came out, I guess technically came out with an arrow.
The VAP SS.
I went by Easton but didn't like stop and talk, so I don't know. I hadn't heard of anything they did big, but I could be completely wrong because I didn't.
They come out with one called a Sonic 6.0, I think.
Gotcha.
I think I finally made it by Easton right before we went and did our level 2 certification.
Gotcha.
So I think I didn't have time to get back by Easton.
We went and did a USA Archery level 2 certification. It was great. It was, we did level 1 last year, level 2. This year it was more about like form and technique, and they break down the shot process into like 11 steps. So we had, I think, 23 in the class, and they split us up into small groups, and we kind of went up and explained the process. And it turned, at first I was kind of like, this is lame, but it actually was pretty cool because you could kind of hear how everybody was thinking or whatever. But it was overall neat. So we got that, and we got all our USA Archery background checks and safe sport training and all that, so it'll look good hanging in the shop. Plus, hopefully in roughly March, we're going to start doing some like intro to archery classes or lessons or whatever, and just kind of test the waters on that sort of thing. So that'll be cool. I'm kind of looking forward to it. It's something new, like not the same old thing we always do. So that'll be cool. But we spent several hours going through that, and we'd already previously had to do like several online modules, and that was good. So Last Chance Archery, there was a lot of comments about Last Chance Archery. They got the new vise. Basically what it's meant to do, I feel like, is like your home shop. This is a vise that'll mount on your press. It's got multiple little movements, and then you can either have it to where it'll grab the grip, screw in the stabilizer, grab the limb. I like it.
I never seen the limb one.
I like it, but I still just feel like OMP or the Baker vise I like better. Don't get me wrong, this thing's nice and well made, and I'm sure people's already got videos of it out, so I don't think there's no need for me to put stuff in this one. But we tinkered with it. I mean, it's nice. The new what is it called, limb lock or whatever things for the press, we'll probably end up getting those because we got so many Last Chance presses.
Yeah.
But if I had to buy another press right now, I would get a spike press. I really am impressed. They got the way it's designed, which I guess the limb lock thing is going to kind of fix that a little bit on the Last Chance to where it don't try to blow out the bottom.
Yeah.
But one of the big problems we have is you take a bow, especially something like a Bowtech that's got a whole lot of bend and pressure and all this stuff, and you let that thing out and change a limb, and then when you go to repress it, it starts sliding down. And we've never had one come out of a press because we got enough sense to scoot it up and know what to do. But I've heard stories where people shot them out the bottom. So,
and I wonder, I mean, I don't know this. I mean, we don't have none of the electric ones. We just got the old handles. But I just wonder if, not paying attention would, I mean, because I'm sure, I mean, it could happen to us at any time by us try to pay attention, but stuff happens.
Mm-hmm.
I just wonder if somebody's not paying attention on the electric ones, and then it's blowing out the bottom.
The only one I've ever seen do that was when Robert was helping. It was his bow, thank God, and he just went to cranking. He had changed a limb or something because he had it dipped or painted or something. He just crunk it, and luckily it was on that oldest green vise or press over there, and that table was mounted on a rollable table. Boom! And that thing, the table caught one end of it, and I was like, God almighty. Of course, he was like, what happened? But anyway, I did see that. But I heard a story about another shop. Somebody was in there, and one went out on the floor, and I was like, I'd be pissed. Airplane.
Yep.
Anyway, Last Chance, they got all kind of neat trinkets. You know how they are. And I want to buy half of them every year. We've got 3 Last Chance presses and the Raven attachments and the old Hoyt Ultralocks and all that stuff. Yeah. So we get a good bit of their products.
Yeah.
And like them. It's just on that. I think if you had an at-home shop, it didn't have much room at all, and you needed to mount a vise like on the press, that's the way to go.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I don't, for one, and I know they got multiple mounting options, but we've got an HTM vise, and you got to put this thing in the stabilizer, and it never works out well because it'll end up, even though you don't want it to, and even if you tighten this, that, and the other, it'll get loose. Even like I got one, I don't have it mounted, the old PSC vices, you'd have to put this bar in the stabilizer hole and take it, just like the Last Chance one, take a nut and tighten it down. For one, if you really hammer down a nut, sometimes it kind of scratches up the insert for the stabilizer. 2, it's just a pain in the butt. What if you got a quick disconnect or whatever?
Yeah.
You got to take all that off. Now, but they do have, if I was going to get one, either the one to grab the grip or the limb, but it was just a lot of busyness that I didn't think was terribly necessary. So the Baker and the OMP, I love the Baker too for certain reasons, but the OMP is just so easy to deal with.
It is.
And you can loosen it up. My only thing about the Baker, and it's just, it needs to be the way it is, but if you loosen it up, you better be holding the bow because it's going to crash. You know what I mean? Yeah. The OMP with the ball thing right up under it, you can have like a finger on it and loosen it, you know what I mean, and kind of move it.
Mm-hmm.
But the Baker's better for crossbows and if you're completely disassembling a bow and all that stuff.
It is. Releases.
No peep sight stuff.
No peep sight.
We walked by Garmin and it was crickets. I mean, like everybody was over there half asleep. Nobody was even in the booth, so I couldn't tell you much. Burris didn't show up. Crossbow stuff like Raven wasn't there. Nobody was there. Raven wasn't there. 10 Point was there, but nobody was really hanging out there.
I think. Well, Expedition brought in their whole line. I didn't know Expedition had a full line of crossbows that were in there that first night that we was there at the welcome show. But
I'd love to know why they rolled out of there like that.
I would too.
Let's think.
Excalibur was there with, because they're part of Bowtech with that Pure Archer group. Barnett was there.
We talked to, and I don't want to act like we're whatever, because I know we talked about them on a podcast, but Mountain Ops, those people are just the nicest people.
They are.
We sit there and talked for 20 minutes and talked about what we liked and this, that, and the other, and they ended up giving TJ a hat, know, and it wasn't like they were giving out hats. They liked us, and we're going to get some kind of display or something from them, because they got good products. They're good, literally good people. You can stand there and talk about hunting, about all the stuff they sell and when and why to use it, and he's just cool people.
And they told us a way to try it out But the only thing is, we got to go find one of them. Soda streams?
Yeah.
We got to go find one of them now.
He said he was taking his Ignite, mixing it, and running it through a Soda Stream to carbonate it. He said he liked it. I'd like to try it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really want to go buy a Soda Stream just to try it. I think we probably know somebody with one.
Probably so.
Anyway, that was pretty cool.
Yep.
Let me think. I mean, there's a lot of, like, Real Tree and Mossy Oak didn't go this year. A lot of tree stand companies are there, but we don't sell tree stands, and we're just trying to get into saddles a little bit. Mm-hmm. So, like, I ain't got a whole lot to say about all that.
Was Bushnell there at all?
I didn't see them.
I know, like, Hawk.
Yeah.
They were there, not the Hawk Saddle Company.
Tell them about the Primal Blind 360.
Oh, man. So, Primal, I bought a set of their just regular climbing sticks. And so we went by the booth just to look to see if they had any kind of new climbing sticks or anything like that. And the lady got to showing us they have was it a 360-degree camera?
Yep.
So it's a camera that you can mount on top of a pop-up blind. And so you download their app and you can live stream that camera 360 degree. You can tilt it up and down to see, like, you park your truck, you're like, I hope I don't bump any deer going in. Well, now this camera, you can sit there in your truck, pull it up, and you can say, okay, I'm clear to go, nothing's there. And you got a 360-degree view, you can up and down. I'm sure that they're going to have some attachment to where you could put it probably on like a ladder stand or a stick or something, just something. But I thought that was pretty neat. And you just live stream it. I'm going to have to look into it.
We are going to try something here in just a minute. It's going to take me a minute to get it. Chris Gunner, who helps us in the summer, went with us, and he just texted me back. We've got this Bluetooth device on this new recorder we got a couple months ago now. I'm going to call him because let me just respond to him real quick. I wanted to get his perspective. This is his first ATA, first time doing any of this. And like I say, he helps us in the summer. He went through the level 1 instructor class. I wanted to get his perspective on all of this. So let me connect. We've never tried this before, but I thought it would be a good thing. It is calling him now.
I heard the button clicking.
Did you?
Or it may just feed on your microphone.
Hang on one second, Chris. I got to find the volume.
Good question. We are figuring this out on the fly.
That's going to be it right there. Can you hear us, Chris? I think I heard him.
There he is.
Talk one more time.
Yeah.
You got us?
Yep, got you.
You are on the podcast, son.
What's up, people?
We just told them that we wanted to get your perspective of the ATA show. We kind of told them about a few products, and I said, Chris, this was his first time. If we can get him on the Bluetooth device here through the podcast system, we'll let him tell y'all what he thought about the whole ordeal.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I told y'all, I enjoyed it. I like going. Want to go again. I don't think there was a whole lot of new stuff.
Yeah. What
mainly just,
if you had to pick one or two products that kind of turned your head, what would it be?
Definitely Bowtech. Their bows and stuff. I like that.
Yeah.
The second one was the new XOP stand that they're going to be dropping. It ain't dropped yet, but he had
I didn't get like all the specs on it. Tell them, I don't remember. Tell them what it kind of is.
So it was it's pretty much Lone Wolf's old hand climber that they got rid of.
Okay.
So they said that the top of it was actually made for a saddle hunter's platform originally, and that they're going to cut down the top of that seat down to, I think he said, 5 inches by 16 inches, if I'm not mistaken.
Gotcha.
And he's going to put a 4-layer seat on it. But it's a foldable climber. It folds down to, pretty much completely flat.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the belt. Got the belt that goes around the backside of the tree, the rubber belt that comes out the sides of it when you adjust it. I thought that was pretty neat. I love that hand climber that Lone Wolf used to have.
Oh,
They
yeah.
don't have it no more.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
So they coming out with that. That would probably be my second thing I enjoyed about it.
Yep.
Or liked about it.
Heck yeah. We were just sitting here trying to think of stuff. I wish I'd have made a list. We talked about most of the bows and a little bit of this and a little bit of that and trying to remember what all we seen, but it's hard to remember. It's hard to remember everything.
There's a lot of little bitty things that kind of caught my attention, but there wasn't a whole lot of big things that hadn't already been out.
Yeah,
so
I
there
agree.
wasn't a whole lot of new
I agree.
that come.
Which we hadn't talked a whole lot about Bowtech. Basically, the 34-inch one caught everybody's attention, the SS34. And then, even this year, all of them really didn't have no kind of vibration and it had a good feel and that sort of thing. I think all of us are thinking about playing with one. And Chris last year already has the CP28 he's been shooting. I wouldn't mind having maybe the 36-inch target model just to test the waters with.
Yeah.
But
that's the one I'm thinking about getting myself.
But yeah, it's
they're definitely great. You get out there and shoot, and especially I know me, I do a whole lot with the different fixed broadheads and stuff like that, trying to tune and shoot different things.
Did you see any?
That deadlock definitely comes into it.
Yeah. Did you see any broadheads that you thought? I mean, I kind of thought they were all kind of the same thing everybody's been offering, but I didn't. Did you see anything that I guess stuck out? We didn't really.
There's one company, if I can pull this thing out and tell you the name of it, there's one company that come out with a newer broadhead for big game stuff.
Gotcha.
It's the Canacan, Kanaka. The new broadhead company. It's a real beefy. It was I think you said it was a 320 grain broadhead, but it was real beefy. And the bleeders on it wasn't like a bleeder. It was all one piece steel. And it was double bevels on the main blades, and the bleeders were single bevels. That's where you got your rotation from that.
Okay.
That was the only one I seen that was kind of new.
I never did even see it. Everything else seemed like they were just kind of same old.
Yeah.
The Annihilator guys were there, and they were saying this stuff should be coming back in stock pretty soon. They've been on back order for the last year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
But
yep. But yeah, I mean, like you said, a few little things stuck out, but nothing like really substantially was like, wow. Or at least to me. Did you see did you happen to look at the new Bowdoodle drop away rest?
I did not.
Yeah, we didn't really get a good look either. We're going to get one and play with it. You can.
What is it?
It's a Bowdoodle rest that you can run either cable or limb driven, and it's supposed to lock up either way, like a QAD or whatever. So,
but we don't know if it's just on the cable driven side or what. But
there's no information at all on it anywhere.
Yeah. So
I'm just waiting on somebody to send me everything. I don't know how much it is or how exactly, nothing. So we'll see. Even lighted knocks, nobody had anything to talk about with lighted knocks. Last year I felt like there was a million different companies there for lighted knocks. This year it was like I seen Luminoc, and I guess Fairdyne had Nocturnal there. That was it.
I didn't see. Well, Glory Knock changed their name. They're Halo Knock now. I think, but I didn't see them.
A lot of companies missing. But anyway, we had it.
The only knock guy I seen was the Fire Knock guy.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Dorge. Yeah, he was there. He was over there spilling his knowledge. But what else? What'd you think about the darting bows?
Honest opinion and non-honest opinion.
Yeah, we need the honest opinion.
I didn't really think they were worth the crap, to be honest with you. They had a lot of vibration in them. For my feel, I shot one of each. I think I had 4 tournament bows up there. I shot 4 tournament bows and 2 of their hunting lineups. They had a lot of spring forward to them.
Yeah, that Spectra,
and
I kind of thought was okay, but I agree. There's a couple of them that had something going on.
All of them wasn't. It wasn't horrible.
Yeah.
But you can definitely tell over other bows that I've shot. They had a lot of jump forward when you shot. The grip was. I think the grip was kind of bland for me too.
Yeah.
But I'm nitpicky about that type of stuff.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, I think if they got rid of some of that spring forward, they definitely be good. They look good.
Oh yeah.
Definitely look good.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
And the draw cycle was nice. Draw cycle wasn't bad. It was just that spring forward for me that I didn't like.
Yep. We were just talking before we called you, Expedition was there the first day, and then I guess they didn't have one of the high-end $2,000 bows available to shoot yet, and they packed up the second morning and rolled out. But I never got to shoot any of them or really even look at them that good. And I didn't realize that day that they had been packed up and left until I seen it. People were talking about it, and then I was like, I do remember walking by there and the booth was empty.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't recall seeing them.
Yeah.
But I mean, everybody's got a point. If you're gonna show up to the ATA,
Yeah.
Technically, even though that's not where they're dropping stuff these days, you need to bring your bows.
Yeah.
Especially the ones that you're trying to make the high sellers.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Well, anyway, we'll get off here. I just wanted to holler at you and see your thoughts and try out this Bluetooth thing we got here. But I told them we went through our instructor class, and hopefully, when the springtime hits, we'll start doing some like kids lessons and explore archery and all that sort of thing, and get everybody going, do something new.
Yeah.
And so that'll be cool, and we'll go from there.
Sounds good. Hopefully the old Bluetooth thing's working good.
Oh yeah, I'll holler at you in a little bit and let you know. It looks, for us, it sounds good. Hopefully it's recording good. But
yeah,
we've been meaning to try this thing out for about 2 months, and I was like, this would be a good opportunity. So.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, we'll talk to you here in a little bit.
Oh yeah.
All right. Appreciate it. Good talking to you.
Oh yeah,
man.
you too.
See you, boy.
That was cool.
Yeah.
So I guess now we know that works.
Yeah.
And maybe we can start using it more.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of half forgot about it, and then I thought about it a while ago, and it texted Chris, and then he didn't text me back, but he did while we were doing it. So luckily it had remembered the Bluetooth from whenever, and it worked. So very cool.
Yeah. I was sitting here trying to think what else.
I hate to say, I always feel like we're just like, well, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we've been to a bunch of these, and we've been doing archery for a long time, so it's not like, that's why I kind of wanted to get his opinion. Like, it was his first time ever going, and most of those people are like, wow, and he is. And Charlie Partain also was the first time him going, but he's off at a church thing, so we can't call him. But the
and plus, like a first timer going, you want, and I'm still the same way. I want to see everything, but
we kind of know what we want to see.
Yeah, so we don't get to see, and that's the reason why we miss some of the smaller stuff, like at Broadhead Company. Unless they was in the only thing I didn't go through was the innovation zone.
Yep, we just kind of looked at it.
Yeah,
but a lot of times there's some gimmicky stuff in there, and it's where like it's a cheaper booth, a small booth, and it's where like your first or second year companies might show up. But like we've seen some stupid stuff in there before, and usually get reeled into talking to people about just the randomest stuff. But anyway, It is easy, and we kind of went in like, all right, we need to make an order with these companies, and we hit those, and then we kind of walk around. And I did the walkthrough video, but like it's easy to miss some stuff, and it was a lot smaller this year.
Yeah.
But still, it's still, they'll put a booth on an end or some which way you're not exactly walking, and you'll miss it if you're not really thinking about it. So,
and I mean, I got a good many books and stuff. It's just like normally the show is a Thursday, Friday, Saturday instead of a
middle of the week,
middle of the week deal. So we've got a good.
I don't know if any of y'all visit Indy regularly, but good God, at the homeless people laid out on the street. I mean, it was interesting. I mean, I know it's like that in a lot of the bigger cities and this, that, and the other, but I don't know what them people were on, but it wasn't just one or two. I mean, it was everywhere. I was like, yeah. And just like this year compared to just 2 or 3 years ago, I felt like nobody was like in downtown eating and stuff. Like, we went to a Mexican restaurant. I mean, 1 block in front of the convention center. You couldn't have gotten no more downtown Indy, and it was a good restaurant.
It was,
and it was like us and like 1 or 2 other tables, and it was empty.
Yeah,
and I'm like, what is going on here? And everybody's just saying, since COVID, everything's took a big hit, but man, you could tell it did there.
Yeah,
the big mall that kind of is connected to this convention center, like half the food courts closed down, and wow. But it's just a sign of the COVID screwed everything up, and just man.
Yeah. But like I said, normally the shows normally we'd get in on a Wednesday, and it'd be Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we'd have about a week to start going through all our books and our notes and stuff, and we'd be a little bit more prepared. But we just got in back home yesterday. I unloaded some books here.
Just in the comments, if you think of, there's a ton of stuff we didn't mention, but if you want to know about it, we'll try to hit it next time on here.
Yeah.
But we just wanted to, we didn't forget about, we were going to do a video that last night, but like I said, we get back, it's late, we had to eat, and we were packing stuff up because we had to leave the next morning. So I was like, let's just wait, not make this a big rush thing, and we'll do it on the podcast. So, anyway, just let us know in the comments if you want to know anything. Also, if you hadn't seen it, I did 2 walkthrough videos, one of the whole place, just walking through with a wide angle GoPro. The other one, they got what they call a featured products area, which is basically, I think the companies can kind of pay a few more bucks and in this roped off little area put their products. And honestly, what I found over the years, I used to think that was stupid, but you can go into that featured products area. For example, with that Last Chance Vice, if you go to the booth, that thing's crowded. It's packed. You really ain't going to get to do a whole lot. You can go to that featured products area that people don't really even go to, and you can mess with it, you know what I mean? Yep. And nobody's there fooling with you. So I did a walkthrough of it, and I noticed it's getting a bunch of views, but it's sort of, some of the more popular stuff is in there. I didn't talking, I was just walking through it. So check that out. And basically just let us know what else. If we get a ton of comments, we might even throw a quick video together like this coming Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah. If not, that's fine. We can do it again next week. But just wanted to let y'all know we're back. It was fun. Mm-hmm. It was smaller, but we got all those certification stuff done, and had an okay time. And it was the weather was good. Usually it's snowing and everything else. It wasn't even that cold this year, so that was great, because usually we have to battle all that. So
we said ATA is going to St. Louis next year.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll go or not. I've been forever now, and it's just getting to where it's not really
worth it.
So we'll see what's going on next year.
And then, crap. I'm really interested to see the numbers.
Yeah, well, they're going to pump them up.
Oh, yeah.
Every year, but we'll see. They'll put them out this week probably, and we'll see. But it was busy, but it was substantially smaller compared to previous years. So, and a lot of companies, today we've been randomly, hey, I didn't see Cobra, and I didn't see Axion, and I didn't see this and that and the other, and it's like, dang, I didn't even think about them, but they wasn't there. So, but we had a good time. So thank y'all for watching. Let us know in the comments if there's a particular product you wanted to know about, and we may or may not have seen it or tinkered with it, but we can kind of go back through those comments. It worked out good because we were looking at comments several times during the day.
Yeah.
And like, hey, so and so wants us to look. But I mean, like a lot of people commented or sent in messages or whatever. Look at the Matthews or whatever. They wasn't there, and there was a ton of people that mentioned stuff, and the company wasn't there, so we can't do nothing about that. But
and Broadheads that's a general.
Yeah, nothing.
We tried our best to look at all of them,
but nothing was really.
Grim,
you know.
I mean, Grim Reaper, as far as I know, they didn't come out with nothing new. So.
But let us know if you know of a particular product, and we'll get back with you on the next thing, and we'll go on. So we got Kiwi Bowman's this weekend's got a shoot, and then we'll talk about it on the next podcast. Some shoots coming up and that sort of thing. If you're local, maybe you can come shoot with us and that sort of stuff. But thank y'all for listening.
Yeah, thank you.
We will talk to y'all soon.
See y'all.
See ya.